Good evening and welcome to Formula Pi Round 6 Race Session 2. We're back to continue what we started last night, and for those that are interested, there's love in the air. All the robots are in love. I don't know any more than that, other than they're going to be very nice to each other tonight. They're going to care about each other and really hug each other around the track. Yes, what I'd like to see tonight, if we possibly can. So happy Valentine's Day if you're doing Valentine's Day. If not, happy Thursday. Just do it as a self-love day. Take care of yourself. Enjoy being with yourself, because being with yourself is actually quite cool. I've been doing a lot of that lately. Even though I am in a relationship, having time on your own is actually quite good sometimes. You know, it's just good for both things. So, we're going to be racing tonight. We're going to be starting off with Heat 3, continuing what we did from last night. So I will wind up the spin view and introduce you to the next 4 robots that are sitting on the track, waiting to warm up. On the outside, I say 4. This is the 5th one. It's a house robot, so it doesn't really count. This is just running the basic code so that we have a full rack of robots for everyone to compete against. Nothing interesting, not included in the leaderboard stats. Moving on. Next up, we have Sir GPIO Pires, the development team of the upcoming Pico Hulkenborg. They are 6th currently in the leaderboard with a 2nd, a 1st and a 1st with a good 29 laps in their last race, so one to watch in this one. Looking for another high lap count to continue their form. Next up, in 2nd place, we have Pico Hulkenborg. Like I said, 2nd place on the Formula Pi leaderboard so far. Currently had a 1st, a 2nd and a 2nd in their heats, with another 29 lapper, so it is looking good for Pico Hulkenborg. Best lap so far is 17.2 seconds recorded in testing. 2 previous Formula Pi series under their belt, best result was 10th. Next up, the IT guy from Independence, Oregon. 7th place on the leaderboard, with a 2nd, a 2nd and a 1st as their results, which is again another strong set of results. Best lap so far, 15.81 seconds, previous 2nd place Formula Pi entrant there as well. And finally on the outside we have Sheldon's Fury from Kazan in Russia. This is their 2nd Formula Pi season as well. They were 11th in that one and they're currently sitting 11th with a best lap time of 15.02, which I believe was the best lap time we've seen in testing so far. We are good to go. Tim's giving me the thumbs up. So from left to right, we can see their red light is House, green light is Sergio Pires, and then we've got Pico Hulkenborg, the IT guy, Sheldon's Fury, going from left to right. Just please send them away.
Okay, start light sequence, please.
So hopefully we'll get 5 robots away here. Let's see. This is a stacked little heat, this one. Anyone's game. They're off, 5 robots away. Looks like Sheldon's Fury has gone straight for the jugular around that apex, no messing at all. So GPIO Pirates in 2nd place. Now the IT guy has gone through. Pico Hulkenborg struggling with that first corner, but still getting on well. So GPIO Pirates now bashing into the wall, giving the IT guy a chance to get past. Can he make it past? They've both stopped, both thinking about it, both through. So that's an overtake for the IT guy there in 1st. But Sheldon's Fury's left him for dead. He's gone. He's nearly on his 2nd lap already. God, such a great start. Strong start from that team. House Robot looks to be struggling a little bit. House Robot seemed to struggle last night as well, interestingly. There we go, Pico Hulkenborg smashing into the House Robot, as I just mentioned. Sheldon's Fury is just sneaking away with this now. Pico's struggling to get round this first corner, but he's round now, he's through. Sir GPIO Pires has been overtaken by Pico now, so they're both fighting each other. That looks like it's the House Robot going backwards now. Whoa, causing trouble there for all the robots concerned. And smashing into Sir GPIO Pires. And Sheldon's Fury and the House Robot is now beached, so hopefully that will stop everything. These two hopefully can free themselves and carry on. The IT guy has now taken the lead, so that'll be great for the IT guy. This is a busy heat, lots happening here. This is really, really busy. Sheldon's Fury now off and running again. The IT guy with 4 laps in the lead now. Oh, great overtake movement there from Sir GPIO Pires, but it looks like, they've just skimmed the House Robot. Proper battling with each other. Oh no, Sheldon's Fury's going the wrong way. Pico Hulkenborg has overtaken Sheldon's Fury. The IT guy's still in the lead. Being a bit tentative here, having a bit of a tussle now with Sheldon's Fury. Let's hope they can free each other. Ooh, can't see just out of the camera. That was an astonishing overtake from the IT guy there, just to get his 5th lap in place. Pico now moved up into 2nd. Sheldon's Fury back and running again in 3rd place. A little bit struggling, I think, there. Possibly that is Sheldon's Fury. Just struggling to get going. Now they're upside down. Seems to be they've slowed down. Now they're upside down. House Robots on -1 laps. but he's now beached. I don't think the house robot's going to free itself any further. Pico is catching up the IT guy now. Really doing those lovely quick laps we've seen in testing. So that was a weird first couple of laps there for Pico. Wonder what happened on the starting code. But the IT guy seems to have got away with it now. That's the upside down robot of Sergio Pires, also straight lining that S-bend there. Making light work of it. Straight through and around the parked robot there of Sheldon's Fury. After such a promising start, seems to be really struggling upside down. That is a tough one for them. But now that Pico is really gaining on the IT guy here now. Oh, that could have been easily an overtake manoeuvre there, but just knocked the wall to slow them down. But I think Pico really here could overtake the IT guy with the pace that they've got. Coming into this corner here now. Going for the inside line. Can the IT guy hold them off? There's a bit of traffic up ahead. No blue flags in this racing, so they'll just have to work their way through the traffic. The IT guy's slowing down, but can Pico now straight line to overtake? Yes, he can. Pico has now overtaken the IT guy to take the lead in this race. So that 10 points will help them out. Sadly, Piehard have already solidified their position at the top of the table for this week. Nobody can challenge them, but Pico will certainly move back up the leaderboard with this and will put them in a solid second place. If a second place is what the IT guy ends up with, that will do them wonders and will jump them up towards the top 5, which is brilliant. But a bit of a collision here. House Robot causing some trouble. On top of Sheldon's Fury now, as the House Robot's been free, they look stuck. That is tricky. So we can see the red light of the House Robot and the blue light of, I think that is, or the white light, sorry, of Sheldon's Fury there, tangled together. Oh, Pico giving them a hand, helping out Sheldon's Fury there. House Robot's still stuck. The IT guy's upside down. Oh no, he's not. He's the right way up. Oh, but a chance for the IT guy to overtake. Nope, just slowed down behind Pico. So the IT guy seems to take it slow and steady when he approaches other robots, whereas Pico seems to dodge round them when he can. Different strategies. Seems to have served Pico well so far, coming up to the halfway point. So we're looking at a 26 to 28 lap race here, I think. Not quite the high scores that we saw last night. 34 laps, I think, was the best we saw last night, if I remember correctly. 33 from Team Muon. That was the best performance we saw last night. So 33, I think, is the best we've seen so far this season as well. So I think tonight we'll be going maybe to 28 laps in this one, 29 laps maybe. Be a close call to see how we do. So Pico and the IT guy working hard here. Oh, Pico's struggling now. Because that's Sergio Pires in the corner. Struggling with the wall somewhat. But that's Sheldon's Fury now, back the right way up again, and they're back on track. Keeping going, there's Pico, zipping through. Looks like they're the right way up now, so that'll be good for them. They might catch up Sergio Pires. It depends. Sheldon's Fury's taking a very, very tight line around the inside. So let's see, everyone seems to be settling down a little bit now. Sheldon's Fury's come back quite quickly. Interesting. We could see if they can pick up a few more laps. So the IT guy seems to have vanished. We seem to be watching this little gaggle of robots. There's the IT guy just creeping into picture. He's about half a lap adrift from Pico now. Oh, Pico just stopped there on the wall. That'll give the IT guy a little bit to catch up. So everyone's settled down now. Everyone's just calmed down. The house robot sat itself on the barriers to be very kind, give everyone else the points. It's very good of them. So as we have introduced negative laps this year for people who cross the line after they've started the race in the reverse direction, we've counted that as a negative lap, but on the scoreboard that'll just show 0. We don't do negative laps as a take-off from the points because that seems unfair, especially because we did have someone who did minus 10 laps in the first heat and in the first race, and that seemed a little unfair to take off like 20 points. That seems bad. So that'll count as a 0. Looks like Pico and the IT guy now have settled into their routines a little bit more. Pico seems to be struggling with the walls just a touch, but still straight lining those S's, which is really taking the time off and making a big difference to their lap times. There we go, straight lining and then in for the apex. Oh, but nearly causing each other trouble there in the middle. Close one there. Almost 3 minutes to go. Probably going to go to almost 30 laps, I'd say. Pico seems to have got this one in the bag, I think, saving any wall issues or touching things or bashing into any robots. then this looks like it's probably theirs for the taking. Come and join us in the chat if you're on. We'll be on for probably another 20 minutes or so. So come say hi. I can see quite a few people in there tonight, actually. Good evening, George, Jamie, Steve, Swinders, Sharon. Hey, how's it going? James Tobin. Good selection of people in there tonight. Hope you're all having a nice evening. A lovely Thursday, regardless of what day it actually is. So let's see here. Sir GPIO Pyres seems to have got a lap back now on the... Oh, stuck on the wall though. Oh, and causing trouble for Pico. Bashing into Pico and causing them to crash into the wall. So that's giving the IT guy a small chance to catch back up. It's not made too much difference. I think there is the IT guy. Oh, who's upside down with the green light? That is Sir GPIO Pyres now upside down. Ooh, getting stuck on the wall, self-righting maybe. The IT guy has actually gained somewhat now, he's not that far behind, so this could be a chance for Jamie to overtake and take some much-needed points off Pico. It would really help, because the IT guy is currently sitting in, if I look at the temporary leaderboard, they're in 11th place on the temporary leaderboard. 10 points tonight would jump them straight up into 4th place, which would be absolutely fantastic for the IT guy. And for Pico, it would move them up one position, even if they got 10 or if they got first or second at this time. So this would be a good set of points for the IT guy to grab, but I think he's just slipping back again. Pico settled into the routine again. Sheldon's Fury's managed to pick up the pace again and really managed to get the laps back after being so far. Oh, Sir GPIO Pyres going straight on there. A little bit of a shuffle there again from Pico. Oh, the IT guy's managed to unlap himself now. Oh no, that's Sir GPIO Pyres, I think they went round. Yeah, it was just taking an overtake there. Let's see, last 40 seconds now of the race. Oh, it's close. I think Pico's probably got this one comfortably. We've actually crossed the 30 lap threshold, so the pace in that last half of the race must have been really, really good. From both the IT guy and Pico. I think this is probably going to be the last lap that we're going to see, but now it appears... Oh, Pico just avoided that little collision. I thought that might have caused a problem, but it didn't. Everyone got away cleanly, and I think this is probably going to be the last lap. So 32 laps, good score for Pico there. Nice result. Must have really picked up the pace in that last half of the race. And a good score for the IT guy too, so this is probably it, 33 laps, nice, equaling the record we saw last night. Good effort, so that is it for tonight's race. So in 5th place, the House Robot, -1 laps, that'll count as 0 on the leaderboard. Oh, got my pen. In 4th place, Sheldon's Fury with a great 26 laps after a difficult start to the race, really came into their own towards the end there, and we're doing some really, really good laps, solid racing there from Sheldon's Fury, well done. In 3rd place, the GPIO Pyres with 28 laps. Again, good racing. A little bit of trouble with some flipping on the walls, but still good to see. In 2nd place, the IT guy with 32 laps. And in 1st place is Pico Hulkenborg with 33 laps, which is equaling the lap record for the race round so far. Tim's giving you a little round of applause in the corner.
Not the straight lining.
Straight lining was pretty impressive. Very, very good. Lovely to see both robots straight lining as well, both Sir GPIO Pyres and Pico Hulkenborg using that same technique, obviously one development team of the other. Right, let me write down those results and then we can move on to the next race. Just take me a minute because I can't talk and type. It's actually difficult enough just to type. I really...
If you mean it's difficult enough just to talk.
Just to talk on its own. There we go. So that's jumped Pico up into 2nd place on the leaderboard. Kept their place from last week. So GPIO Pyres has now jumped up into the final, so into that little 5th spot. And the IT guy is now only 2 points adrift of a final spot. So that's really helped them out massively. Incidentally, Sheldon's Fury and Sheldon's Nemesis are currently tied on points, but 2 laps apart from each other. Ooh. Brotherly rivalry? Brotherly. I can't even speak. The rivalry between the brothers is going to intensify as the season goes on. So what I will do whilst we are setting up the next set of robots is I'll just reiterate, as I do every damn week, sponsors. We had some lovely people who supported us first time round on the Kickstarter. Oh god, I've got a cough. Can you do this? I'm coughing. Yeah, you do this. Quick, I'm coughing.
Well, there we are. Sorry, everyone. So, IQ Audio, DAX, add-on boards for the Raspberry Pi, amazing. Electromaker, this has got some wonderful sound, but for some reason it's not actually coming through, unless you can hear it. I don't know whether you can or not. Mod My Pi, the place that Clary works for, and also the people who build all of the Piborg robots. Go to them for all of your Raspberry Pi needs. POSIX, accurate positioning systems for, the Arduinos and Raspberry Pis. You can interface to either. We've got a few around the track, but we haven't managed to use them yet because I am terrible. Want to sponsor Formula Pi? Please send us an email and we can chat to you about that. So Claire is now not choking anymore, so I'll give you back. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was terrible. Oh, I got a dry throat all of a sudden and had to run away. So the first two that I probably missed out were Lamillo of Team Lamillo, who do amazing DevOps stuff. Go and check them out if you need any high security DevOps doing. I think that was the only one I missed. You got IQ Audio. And yes. I'm still recovering from my cold, so my throat's quite tickly. Sorry everyone. I'm falling apart. It's been such a busy week. Right. Yes. SpinView. Let's do it. Let's get the last heat for this round up on the track. So, on the outside, we have, with all of the eyes, all of the wiggly eyes, it is Chitty Chitty Pie Pie from Pooling the UK. They're one of the Electromaker IO team robots, and they are currently sitting in 13th position. They have a best lap time of 16.54 seconds and previously came 5th in a season of Formula Pi, so one to watch in this heat for sure. Next up, previous Formula Pi champions, what was Team Yoshi, is now Team Crosshead. 12th currently in the leaderboard. Best lap time of 17.38 seconds with a first in their first challenge. Again, one to watch. Next up, new entrants to Formula Pi for this year is SDSU Robotics Club. Currently sitting in 10th place, had some really, really impressive showings in the races and the heats. So looking forward to seeing how this team are developing. First in their first challenge, and they got 20.3 seconds best lap in their first testing session. Next up, House Robot. Everybody knows these. This just runs the basic code library so that everybody gets 5 robots in their heat. They've not been so good this week. They've been crashing a lot and getting stuck on the barriers, so not such a great showing for the House Robots, but hopefully they'll improve with House Robot number 4. And finally, Raspberry Inferno, Raspberry Pi Formula Pi veterans, now in their 5th season of Formula Pi, currently sitting 5th on the leaderboard as of the end of round 5. Best performance so far was 5 laps in the Challenge Series race, which is a pretty good total. This is a busy little heat. We've got 3 previous finalists, 1 champion. Busy. These have all been actually quite tough heats. I wouldn't have wanted to race in any of these. They're very difficult. Yes, please. Send them away when you're ready.
Okay, so light signals, please.
So that is red light on Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, green light on Team Crosshead, blue light on SDSU, yellow on House, and white on Raspberry Inferno as we look at them. And they're off. All 5 robots away. Bit of elbow bashing as we go in. Raspberry Inferno clear. However, bit of a there we go, Chitty Chitty Pie Pie got 3. Phew! No robot humping this week. I know that they have struggled in previous weeks with a little bit of X-rated robot action, but they have managed to avoid that this week, so it looks like Chitty Chitty Pie Pie are going to come round to the line in 3rd place. Someone's spinning there with the blue light on. Not sure what that's about. That is probably SDSU Robotics Club, I think, with a blue light on. It's difficult to tell the blue and the white light apart. I think that is the blue light. That is SDSU Robotics, just spinning around on one wheel. Not quite sure why. Also lost sight of Team Crosshead at this point. I can't see where they are. Team Crosshead have got the green light, so they're just bashing into that robot there. Raspberry Inferno just slowing them down, I believe. Oh, this looks like a bit of a tussle here in this corner. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie are not having any of it. Rasparas and Fieno have flipped over. This has given the house robot the lead now as they glided past when everybody was crashing into each other. Let's see if they can free themselves from this. Check out the leaderboard as it stands. So Rasparas and Fieno, with a win here, that would jump them well up into the final. That would put them into provisional 4th place, which would be great for them. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, a win here for Chitty Chitty Pie Pie would be amazing, and that would pump them up into the top 10, which is what we like to see, because they've been previous finalists twice in Formula Pi. It'd be really great to see them make the hat-trick this year. It's lots riding on this now, because now we're getting towards the pointy end of the competition. It's difficult to call who'll be in and who'll be out, because everyone's put in such strong performances this year. Swinders has commented in the chat, it's the first corner tussle that always makes me hold my breath. Yeah, me too. If I wasn't having to commentate, I would be. I'd be like, because you're just thinking, oh god, everybody's going to crash into each other. Somebody going reverse there. Looks like the house robot for a little bit was going in reverse, maybe. That light you can see on the bottom of that robot there, I think is Team Rasparas, I think, upside down there. Making the way around slowly. So SKSU is just spinning around. Kylie Minogue impression, spinning around. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie have overtaken Rasparas. I missed that in all the action. So that means Chitty Chitty Pie Pie are slowly working their way up the leaderboard here. If the house robot is stopped or gets in trouble at some point, this could be a win for Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, which would really pick up their season. Fingers crossed. We don't like those pesky house robots. Settling down now. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie on equal laps with the house robot. Can they get round them? I think they just had a bit of a problem there. No, that's the house robot now, just coming up behind them. I think they're about a lap adrift now. They get tangled up with that crash. Rasparas and Fieno dropping down the leaderboard at a pace. I think they're struggling with being upside down. I think Chitty Chitty Pie Pie could do this. I've got every faith. Come on, Chitty Chitty Pie Pie. Come on, Team Crosshead. Got my fingers crossed for you too. So I think that upside down one there is Rasparas and Fieno, and that is Crosshead just piling into them. Just lay on the pain. Ooh, now Chitty Chitty Pie Pie having to defend against the house robot here. Looking pretty tight, but it looks like the house robot's got round them again. Ooh, but Chitty Chitty Pie Pie is getting tangled up, but avoiding very well. It looks like Chitty Chitty Pie Pie are doing much better with their avoidance now. And they're really working hard. I fear for Rasparas. I think they're either being stopped or they have had an off. Be interesting to see when the robot pulls away what colour the light is. But Team Crosshead are really piling in the misery now. SKSU Robotics Club still spinning there. Upside down, so clearly got off the line and had a bit of a tussle and are now stuck. And now Crosshead acting like a bulldozer, just pushing them, Team Rasparas, across the track. Approaching the halfway mark here. This could be another high lap count race. There's the house robot, closely followed by Chitty Chitty Pie Pie there with all of the eyes. Wiggly eyes on top. Interesting to see how the robots see that SKSU robot spinning around on the track. If it's just a blob to them that moves from side to side, or whether it's just a bit too dark, maybe. Interesting to see. So Chitty Chitty Pie Pie now 2 laps adrift of the house robot. So house robot number 2 really has solidified the reputation. Oh no, they've gone backwards. Oh, the house robot's going backwards. Now here's a chance for Chitty Chitty Pie Pie to... Oh no, it's Chitty Chitty Pie Pie going backwards. Oh, we've got the wrong robot. Come on, Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, turn around. There we go. They're back going in the right direction now. Whew! Close call there. But it looks like Crosshead has completely stopped now, just stuck underneath Rasperas, which has, I think, left the House Robot and Chick Chick Pie Pie just to go about their business as if nothing's happening. Chick Chick Pie Pie seems to be stuck in the S's now, going backwards. So maybe a change in strategy? No. Oh, just pounding into that crash. Maybe they wanted to come and help with that crash. I'm going to come and give Rasperas Delafiano a bit of a hand. Oh, are they going to spin round? One more reverse, bit of a left turn. Come on, Chitty Chitty Pie Pie. Don't let the House Robot take this. And they're away. Excellent. So Chitty Chitty Pie Pie are off again. So saving the House Robot stopping, which it's unlikely to. This looks like it's Chitty Chitty Pie Pie's for the losing here now. Bit of a odd turn in the second half of the race. Really the only two robots that are left contending this now. As we've said previously as well, the House Robots don't count towards the leaderboard. We take them out of the leaderboard, so points are only awarded to actual real people, not just soulless autonomous robots. Oh, there we go! Rasperas and Inferno are free! Free at last! And they continue! Can they put in 2 laps? Jump up into 3rd place. Wow, didn't expect them to get free. I thought that was pretty much game over. But Georges, your wish has been granted. You've been shoved. You're now on your way. Crosshead now appears to be stuck though. So I'm not sure what's happened there. Oh, maybe now you're going to help. Oh no! Oh no! You just freed yourself. Don't put yourself back there. Okay, now it's good. It's good. We're off. So 2 minutes to go, 2 more laps but needed by Rasperas to get on top and get into 3rd place. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie now 5 laps adrift from the House Robot, so unlikely to take 1st place, short of the House Robot completely coming to a stop. Oh no, George! Oh no, please stop! Go back. Thanks. Oh, you were listening. It's like your magic robots were listening. Lovely. There's Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, avoiding very well tonight actually, I have to say. Clearly improvements have been made on the avoidance code from the Chitty Chitty Pie Pie team. Wonderful. So that's looking good for you. Still sipping my water as I have a dry throat. Oh no, Rasperas is stuck. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie have done a J-turn and then carried on their merry way. That was a real skid there. Just putting on the handbrake as they're coming into a halt. So Rasperas have jumped up now into 3rd place. Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, I think, have got 2nd place. Even if they go backwards here now, I don't think there's much that can change this result now. I mean, short of Chitty Chitty Pie Pie doing 10 laps in reverse before the end of this race, nothing is going to change, I don't think. It's just numbers now. See how many laps we can get in. Can the House Robot beat 33? I don't think it can. I think we're going to see maybe 31, 32 at most here, probably. Interesting little race, full of intrigue. SDSU Robotics just been pushed out into the middle of the track there a little bit. Can they get in any more laps? Can we see 32 from the House Robot? We can. We won't see 33 though. We'll have to beat the lap record and some. But this is probably going to be it now for the race. Last 5 seconds. Clock is ticking down. And that's it. We're done. Race over. So, yes. Good little race that. Interesting. Full of intrigue. In last place, 5th place, we have SDSU Robotics failing to get off the line, spinning around. And interesting to work out what that's about. In 4th place, Team Crosshead, previous Formula Pi champions, in 4th place, getting stuck on that apex with Rasperas Dell'Inferno for most of the race. In 3rd place, it's Rasperas Dell'Inferno with 12 laps after a shaky start. Got back into the rhythm of it after they kicked off the wall and got going again. In 2nd place, it's Chitty Chitty Pie Pie with a great result for them. Best result of their season so far, I might wager. I'd say so. Good result, Chitty Chitty Pie Pie, well done. And lots to be proud of in that race as well. Good avoidance and good consistent laps too. So good work, 2nd place for them, 24 laps. And in 1st place, we don't care. It's the House Robot. They don't count with 32 laps. So I have a provisional leaderboard, which I am looking at currently. I will pop that up in the Discord momentarily, and then we'll double check all the results with Aaron. We'll get logs out to you this evening. And then that's it. We are going on a little breaklet again. We will see you on the 13th of March for the next race, which will be testing round 7. So same as what we did a few weeks ago. Have a lovely break. If anybody's got any questions, don't forget, drop us an email, pop it in the Discord, hit the forum, do whatever you do, and we will see you in 3 weeks' time. Yes. Have a lovely Valentine's Day, or Thursday, depending on what you're celebrating. Hope you get lovely presents and get treated well by your loved ones. Like me, I got a lovely present this morning. I'm going to Latitude Festival this summer. Timmy bought me tickets. Yeah, lucky tufty. But we'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely night, and we'll speak to you next month. Bye.